Ah, the sounds and smells of summertime in Chicago. The smell of piss on the sidewalks, the sounds of sirens outside, the sounds of gunshots, the sounds of gang violence here in the summertime in Chicago. We're out here on the balcony of our apartment, ready for another episode of Working Crass Podcast. This here's Lauren.
Hello.
And I'm Joshua, and we're here to talk about funny shit. We're here to make jokes.
Yeah.
We're here to go, ha-ha.
Yeah.
We're here to point at other people and go, ha-ha. That's what our podcast is all about. Let's point at the most innocent person and go, ha-ha.
Or just Nelson from The Simpsons.
Yeah, absolutely. That's us. Well, we are on the balcony, so if you do hear, gun violence or sirens in the backyard,
it's
us. We got involved in a gang.
We're in a turf war.
You might hear the train right now going by as well, because we live near the train. Maybe a podcast outside in the balcony is a bad idea.
No, I think it's a great idea.
It feels nice. I like being outside.
I mean, I think it's a little cold.
Yeah, you're crazy. But summer in Chicago, summertime is great for things like going out to the pool. We went out to the pool recently, didn't we?
We did.
And what did you see out there? Because I didn't see it. I was facing the other direction.
I saw.
We're there with our friend Cherry.
Yes, and we were sitting on one side of the pool, and across on the other side was a group of gentlemen.
A group of gentlemen.
Now,
were they wearing monocles and top hats?
Yes.
No, they weren't.
I wish.
No, I saw them. They were all wearing Speedos.
Okay, yes, they were wearing Speedos.
Rainbow Speedos.
Yes, and rhinestones on their chests and glitters on their eyes. Sure, yeah. For some, that is like a top hat and a monocle. But
like a gay top hat and monocle. Anyway, continue.
But there was one particular gentleman who was lying on a chaise lounge.
Yeah.
And then another guy comes up to him and starts making out. And I'm like, guess those guys are gay. Cool.
Yeah.
But then another guy taps that making out man out. He's taps him out and comes in and starts making out with the dude. Then another guy taps that guy out and starts making out with him.
This is like a wrestling match. They tap him out like, give me a chance. 1, 2, 3.
They're like 1, 2, 3, new tongue.
Oh, wow.
And that's probably 6 dudes.
6 dudes.
Yeah.
And when you told me about this, my first thought was, that sounds hot. Why did I miss it? A fucking 6-dude kiss train?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That should be happening at every pool in America. It's summer. If summertime in Chicago isn't for a 6-man kissing train, then what else is it? You can hear the 6-man kissing train going on by here.
Yeah, that's why we started the turf war. The people who were like, we're not having any of this kissing train nonsense.
Yeah.
And we said, yes, we are.
We absolutely are. Yes, we are. And yes, we can. And yes, I will.
And we'll shoot you if you don't let us.
That's how you settle your qualms here in old Chicago.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you if you don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another thing we went and did over the summer, which was nice, was hiking. We went to a nice little spot and hiked out at Starved Rock State Park. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But we don't have a car. We had to get there somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an hour and a half away from where we are.
Yeah.
So we go to Hertz Rental Car, and I'm sorry, folks. I'm mad. I was very angry. Mm-hmm. I'm still considering going back and yelling at them.
We have 2 turf wars going on right now. One is with the people who are not letting us have tongue trains at the pool.
Yeah, one is with homophobes.
Yes, but the other turf war is with Hertz Rental Car.
Demon ghouls from Hertz Rental Car. Demon fucking hateful bigots at Hertz Rental Car. Look, I'm calling out Hertz Rental Car. If you're one of our listeners and you work at a Hertz Rental Car, you're not allowed to listen anymore. You're banned from Working Crass Podcast.
If you
turn it off.
Yeah, if you read excerpts from the Bible, I believe hell is
Hertz
a Hertz Rental Car.
So it's just the fact that you know when you walk inside of any kind of establishment and they treat you like you're not welcome, the employees, and you're the only customer.
I love that.
No, I fucking hate it. But you walk into a place we're the only customers there. It's not like there's a long line and they're going, ugh, another customer. I kind of understand that you get worn out after a long time.
Yeah.
I completely understand. I'm willing to be very lenient with people in the service industry. I understand, but this is somebody who works at the front desk at Hertz. I have an appointment. I've scheduled this. I've prepaid for my rental car so that we can go have a nice anniversary. So we can just have a nice day.
Yeah.
And this guy just kind of rolls his eyes as we walk in. He does not want to help us. He goes through 3 different payment methods, even though I've already prepaid. There's a $500 hold on my card that's on top of everything. I'm only supposed to pay $25 here, folks. $25. I got real Jewy on this too. I was like, hey, wait a minute. $500.
You were like, let me consult my lawyer.
Yeah. Lauren? I turned to my lawyer, my wife.
You were like, oh God, I'm schwitzing. I need a doctor in here.
But I don't know. There's just something about like the attitude. No good morning. No hello.
There was no good morning.
No, I'll help you over here. And look, I don't think that every service worker should be like my slave and should go, good morning, sir. How do you do, sir? Like, I don't think you don't have to be the kindest person in the world. You just have to like act like I exist in the same building as you. You have to act like you were there to like.
Well, just act like a human being, acknowledging another human being's presence.
Well, I don't go to Hertz Rental Car all the time, so I don't know like what steps to take. Here's another thing. If you work somewhere, help your customers out with like where to go and what to do. This happens at dispensaries here as well in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of, and then all your customers are high too, and all the employees are high.
And so they're really in their heads about the situation.
Everyone is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then no one knows where to go. No one knows what to do. And it's just a bunch of like wandering around, getting in a line, getting told this is the wrong line. It's like a DMV. Going to Hertz Rental Car or a dispensary is like going to the DMV here.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I paid for the car. It's not like a free car I get from the government. It's not a government organization. It's a business.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, so that hold, that $500 hold, which of course everyone knows that $500 is not a small amount of money to just take away from someone for a few days.
Well, not if you're poor like us.
That's right. Not if you're poor like us. Yeah, not if you're broke like us. But what was I gonna say? That hold didn't come off my card for like 3 days after that. And it's just like, oh, I guess I'm out $500. It's not like I'm rich. It's not like I have that kind of money just laying around. It's not like I'm like.
It's not like you have
counting on having $500 in my account.
Yeah, it's not like you need that for like other payments that might come out.
And it's like when we got there, when we dropped the car off, I want to make sure that I'm going to get my it's going to be refunded to me. It's a deposit that gets paid back to you. I'm going to make sure that it gets given back to me, that it's registered, that we dropped the car off. We get there, the guy's just like, yeah, keys on the dashboard. You're good to go. Or no, he didn't say you're good to go. He just said keys on the dashboard right here. And we're just like, okay, and we leave it, and we kind of walk out.
That was the guy in the garage, but the guy in the main office, like, said nothing to us.
No, we stood there and never even we stood there as though we were waiting in line. And there's a guy at the desk, and he's just looking at the computer, and he's like talking on he makes a phone call, and he's just like sitting there, never says like next or like. I can help you, or hello, or welcome inside Hertz Rental Car.
Or 1 moment, please.
Or 1 moment, please. Or just give me a minute. Nothing. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing there. Anyway, I can't stand people. I can't stand people at all. I can't stand businesses that treat their customers like cattle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Herd them and get them through. It's just like concerts and like concert venues. It's like they treat you like cattle. But I get it. You're dealing with hundreds of thousands of people. But I don't like being treated like cattle. I don't moo.
Yeah?
I don't moo.
You don't?
And if I don't moo, I ain't cattle.
Yeah.
Because cattle, they moo.
Oh.
They moo when you tell them to moo.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how summertime is going here. Just a bunch of men doing kissing trains on other men and Hertz Rental Car employees taking $500 for a few days.
Yeah. Doing
And
God knows what with it.
I called their customer service just to kind of like check in on it. I called them like 9 or 10 times. You never get an answer. You're never going to get an answer from Hertz Rental Car.
Yeah.
Don't ever try to call Hertz Rental Car.
Yeah.
Hertz Rental Car, if you are listening to this podcast.
I think it's run by ghosts. I don't think anybody who works there is a real person. I think they're all
they
ghosts.
are demon ghouls.
Yeah.
They are just
phantoms.
Yeah. They're here to cause chaos.
Yeah.
They're here to cause chaos and death.
They're like,
and despair.
nobody's worked at the Hertz for thousands of years.
That's not. Yeah, you've been calling their number. Nobody. That location's been shut down since 1954.
After the Great Explosion.
That Hertz Rental Car burned up in the Great Chicago Fire.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Made me mad. Made me real mad.
Mm-hmm.
Every job I've ever had, I've always tried to give the customers, because I've always worked in like a customer service type of field, and sometimes some of my jobs. But when I do those jobs, I'm always trying to give the customer a good experience. Even if I'm getting underpaid, even if I'm stressed, it's like, why do your job bad?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think you treat them how you would want to be treated as a customer.
Exactly. Well, but people think that like if I'm not getting paid enough, if I'm miserable at my job, if I don't like coming here, then it's like
that I can take it out on other people who had nothing to do with that.
Absolutely. How does it make anything better? How does it make your situation or the customer situation anywhere better if you are what's the word? If you're just rude to the customer, if you're not providing a good customer service experience, if you're just being bad at your job.
Yeah.
How does being bad at your job help anything?
Yeah.
The world is a better place if we all just try to be good at our jobs. Just try.
Yeah.
Even if it sucks, just try to be good at it.
Yeah.
And then start looking for other jobs. But don't be bad at it on purpose. I don't know. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I agree.
that's my little rant. That's my little rant on our comedy podcast here.
Yeah.
If you're not going to try to be good at your job, we'll shoot you.
Yeah.
Hello, Glenn. Get out of here. Our cat's trying to get out on the balcony. Anyway, we have a few stories that we do want to react to here this week out here on the balcony in Chicago. And the first one I thought was pretty funny. You know, we all got to get along, Lauren. We all got to find a way to get along in this heated political climate.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
We're very divided, and everyone knows that we're very divided. But I kind of like that we're divided because it creates these really funny stories where people are real petty to other people with different political beliefs. We're not like that. We're not petty towards anybody. I'm welcoming to anybody of any political belief.
Yeah.
I'll be your friend as long as you're not. I mean, I probably won't be your friend. I mean, if you're an idiot, I don't want to really hang around you. But it's like I'm not going to treat anyone poorly. I'm not going to do what this guy did. But when I see stories like this, it just makes me a little happy. When you see some dumbass be a dumbass to some other dumbass, you know?
Yeah.
The story is Rhode Island State Senator Joshua Miller charged with keying car that displayed Biden sucks bumper sticker. A Rhode Island Democratic state senator was arrested after allegedly keying a car that had a Biden sucks bumper sticker affixed to it, according to authorities. State Senator Joshua Miller, 69, was charged with vandalism / malicious injury to property for allegedly scratching a Nissan Pathfinder next to his pickup truck.
What's that?
Wow.
What's that? There's that country song. What's
so
her
I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive.
Of his alt-right fascist 4-wheel drive.
Maybe next time he'll think before he votes. Before he puts a Biden suck sticker on the back of his car. It is funny. The Democrat in this situation is the one with the pickup truck. And the guy with the Biden suck stickers driving a Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan's owner and passenger heard a loud scratching noise against the car, then saw the mark on their vehicle. When the passenger asked Miller if he was responsible, the Democratic lawmaker flatly denied it. Oh, my gosh. The victim then saw the car next to his, had a re-elect Senator Josh Miller bumper sticker in the back of the car. So now they're just looking at each other's bumper stickers and like, this is creating a war. Then he looked up Senator Josh Miller on the internet and on his cell phone, which returned a photo of him, the guy that scratched his car. He immediately recognized the subject in the photo as the person he suspected of keying his vehicle. Here's a nice picture of Rhode Island Democratic State Senator Josh Miller. Yeah. And he looks like just a grumpy little, you said Biden sucks. My wife would be so mad at you for saying that. I'm going to key your car and go home right now and tell my wife what a good job I did.
He looks like he had a day.
Yeah.
He was just like, you know.
It said Biden sucks. Biden doesn't suck.
It was, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back.
My problem with the bumper sticker is that it says Biden sucks, and we all know he doesn't. He doesn't suck. He's good. He's good for the country. He does everything right. That car. You can't have a bumper sticker that lies. Can you imagine keying someone's car for a bumper sticker? What would the bumper sticker have to say for you to go like, I'm keying the car? For me, nothing. I mean, you could have a swastika bumper sticker. I'm not going to go key the car. I'm just going to go like, oh, stay away from that car. Stay away from that person.
You'd be like, I'm going to park in a different lot.
Exactly. I'm going to park away from that person. Get me away from them. Yeah. I'm not going to go key the fucking car.
No, I think it's a great political tactic. I think you should key your political opponents' cars. You should slash their tires. What is the cat doing?
He's standing on our laptop, which is recording the podcast.
Oh, good. He's our director for today.
Go, Glenn. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, Glenn.
Get out of here.
I just don't understand.
Sometimes he just doesn't like what we're talking about, and he's like, not funny, and then he wants to cancel it. So
Glenn says, did someone imply Biden sucks? And now he is sniffing the mixer and moving all of the levers. I am getting mad. Glenn, you're a bad cat. You're a very bad cat.
You're a very bad cat, but a very good audio mixer.
Glenn's like, we need a little more lows on this one. But for real, did he switch? No, it doesn't look like he did. Can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can still hear us.
Does it sound louder in one ear than the other?
No, not to me.
Good.
I just like his little face. He looked up from the mixer and felt very satisfied with what he had done.
Yeah. I mean, he is literally like using his nose to push things up and down right now. It's just pissing me off. He's never done this when we record an episode. Inside.
No.
Anyway, authorities were called.
But this is summertime in Chicago. All hell breaks loose. Your pets start going crazy. People start keying cars.
Yeah, your cats start mixing a podcast.
Tongue trains happen at your pool. I mean, it just gets wild here. What's he doing?
Go. Get down. Just go. He's not doing anything. He's just... I don't want him there anymore. I just had to go in and say go.
I see.
Anyway, this is a really entertaining podcast. And of course, I think I'm moving the camera stand. Okay. No, I'm not. Woo. All right. Anyway, now what I was saying was that the authorities were called to the scene after a couple of hours and located Miller in the parking lot walking back to his car. Here he is right here. This is the police footage. Body cam footage of him with his arms crossed. Yeah. And it says he denied any involvement in the car keying his first interview with police. The footage shows. Is there like, I would love to watch the video of him being like, I didn't do it. Miller was allowed to leave the scene as officers reviewed surveillance footage from the parking lot that later matched up with the victim's version of events. Of course, he's like, oh my gosh. The lawmaker accused the owner of yelling at him and threatening him, claiming that he dared him to key the car. I felt threatened, Miller said on camera. When the officer asked why he keyed the car in response, Miller replied, because he was daring me to, basically.
I mean, if that's what he does to Biden sucks bumper stickers, you should see what he does to those baby on boards.
Miller, who was elected the Rhode Island State Senate in 2006, was released on his own recognizance. He does that to the baby on board because he's pro-abortion. Because
Yeah.
he's a Democratic
Yeah.
lawmaker.
Yeah.
If it says baby on board, he keys your car. He makes you and your family's life worse.
He sticks a banana in your tailpipe if he sees that.
There better not be any babies on board. Ever. And Biden doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine ever getting this mad. But this is, I mean,
I just can't
leave
ever
it to a politician to lie every step of the way. Like, he lied when he was first confronted about it. He lied when the cop showed up. And even when he admitted it, he's like, well, I was dared to anyway.
When they showed him video footage of himself doing it, he was like, no, it's a deep fake.
Yeah. Well, he just put a spin on it like a politician does. He just put a little, I did do it, but
But the
he
car
dared
said
me.
the N-word first. So I kind of had to.
You kind of have to key it then.
Like, it left me no choice.
The car was in blackface.
Yeah.
It's like, sir, it was just a black car.
No.
And who was driving it? A white person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had to key it.
Yep.
I don't really have another option.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. You think I could ever be a lawmaker? You think I could ever get elected to office?
Yes, but I don't think you'd want to.
Why not? What do you mean I don't want to? You think I don't want power?
Oh, well.
Why could I? I don't think I could.
I think anybody could.
You think anyone could? I don't believe that.
Well, anybody who's not telling the truth.
Anyone who's willing to accept Moloch as their Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Anyone who's willing to, like...
Because as far as I can tell, like, there's a lot of mediocrity in Congress. A lot of representatives, a lot of senators.
Oh, yeah.
They're all very,
Well, that's because
mediocre people.
The way you become a politician is you go looking for child pornography online, and then they blackmail you. They use that to blackmail you, and they go, "You're a politician now. You do what we say, or else we'll show them your search history."
Mm-hmm. They put you in a suit and then get
Yep.
you on the campaign trail.
Yep. Anybody who's looking to be a politician, just look up CP on the internet. They'll go. Guess what? You're a senator now.
Yeah.
Here's your badge.
Yeah. Well,
You're like, yeah, but could I still get that CP? I mean, that's cool and all, but I was looking for something. Can I find it? Jesus. That's bad. That's bad. Well, I saw a video this morning that I thought was really funny, and it's been
Yeah.
going around the internet. I see it like linked everywhere.
yeah.
This guy in Atlanta went into a nail salon and tried to rob it. Okay?
Okay.
And then it just went poorly for him. It did not go well. So
Okay.
let's take a look at this. Let me turn the sound on here. Oh, wait. Let's try that again. Wow. This podcast is going great today.
Yeah. I think so.
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! It's got the boxes! Give me all your money! Get down! Where's the money?
So this is a nail
Give me the money!
salon?
Where's the money? Everybody
Yep.
give me everything! Where's the money?
So for those of you who are just listening to the podcast, this guy walks into a nail salon. There's people sitting down waiting. There's a person at the front desk. No one's really reacting at all to this guy. He looks like he has a gun in a bag, like his hand is covered, like so he's like pointing it at people, but he's not showing them the gun, which kind of implies that he doesn't have one and is pretending to have one potentially. But regardless, like he's being aggressive. He's saying, "Get down." He's pointing it in people's faces and going, "Give me the money, give me money."
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's just kind of pretend like, yeah, whatever. Like a guy who's asking for money on the subway.
Ignoring him.
Ignoring him completely, like he doesn't exist, like he's a ghost. And so here's his reaction to that. he looks around and leaves.
He goes, well, shit.
Yeah, he literally looks around, kind of, you're right, he looks dispirited. I think he has a look on his face of confusion, like, am I a ghost? Like, do I exist? Shit, man. And he just leaves. He really does look around like, can nobody see me? Man, I really thought this would work. I turned
invisible.
If anything would get a reaction, I thought threatening to shoot everyone and telling them to give me their money would have some sort of reaction. He looks dumbfounded. It is really funny.
Yeah.
It just didn't go the way he thought.
No. Same thing would happen if he did that at a Hertz.
At a Hertz rental car, they would, yeah, they wouldn't say welcome to the store. They wouldn't react at all. They would just kind of stare at him.
Yeah, they'd be like, take a number. We got a number of people holding up the place.
They were sent here by Working Crass Podcast.
Yeah. And we don't give a shit about any of them.
I don't condone anyone ever robbing or burning down or or doing anything to a Hertz rental car. I don't condone anyone doing that. Do I think it's cool? Yes. But if someone were to ruin the lives of every Hertz employee, I think that's pretty tight, but I don't condone it officially on the podcast. But I would go to bed with a smile on my face. But I would feel happy. Well, anyway. Speaking of jobs and people not doing their jobs and stuff like that, Lauren sent me this one here, which I think is very.
What did
God damn it! Fucking cat! He just knocked the light over.
Oh my God! Knocking the lights over.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my.
Hold on, Lauren.
God.
Fill time. Sing a song.
I don't have any songs to sing, but.
Sing a song about 6 men.
But Josh wants me to sing a song about 6 men tonguing each other at the pool. I went to the pool and I saw a group of men. They each put their tongue in another man's mouth. It was super cool and I had fun watching. That is the song about my time at the pool. I hope that was a good enough song.
I didn't hear any of it. I'm sure it was fantastic, and I can't wait to listen back.
It's so dumb. It's literally the dumbest thing I've ever done on this podcast. No, that's probably not true either. I've probably done dumber.
Well, okay. I'm back, and welcome everyone back to the worst episode of Working Crass Podcast. No, it's fine. It's fine. We've had worse.
This
one's going out no matter what. So
I just want to say, we decided this episode we would treat our listeners like Hertz Rental Car treats its customers, and we'll see if that helps us.
So everyone,
because Hertz is a national known company.
Yeah, absolutely. And to finish up this transaction, I am going to need everyone to go ahead and send me a deposit of $500. You'll get it back at the end of the podcast, but I need you to go ahead and send me the $500 now.
But if you don't get it back at the end of the podcast, it's not on us. It's on your bank.
It's on your bank. Go call them. And I did call my bank, and they said that it was on the vendor. It was on Hertz Rental Car.
Yeah.
To actually finish out the transaction.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So stupid. They were like, oh, we'll do it immediately. It took them 3 days.
Yeah.
We went in and he goes, oh, we go in and we wait forever. Nobody talks to us. Finally, one guy goes, you guys the ones from this morning? And we're like, yeah. And I was like, we dropped the car off. I just want to make sure it's all closed. I'm going to get my money back. He goes, you're good.
He goes, get out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, okay. And he goes, you want a receipt by email? I was like, yeah. I never got that.
He said, yeah,
receipt.
you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
He said, you want a receipt by email? Too bad.
I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
What a summer it's been.
What a summer indeed.
What a fucking summer it's been. Now, I will say before we get to this next story, though, that it's going to be actually the summer of the Crass wipes. It is the year of the Crass wipes, but it's also the summer of the Crass wipes because we do have a lot of really awesome things to bring you guys, especially in the next couple months.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna actually spoil any surprises here. I'm gonna leave it because it's gonna be around the end of August that we do our live stream, and there's a reason why we're doing a live stream. It's very cool. We got a lot of extra cool shit to show you, but we're gonna leave it at that. And so be looking for that in August. We'll start advertising and doing a lot of stuff for that.
Yeah.
But the best way that you can support us for now is going to be to subscribe to our YouTube. Go ahead and share our clips. We do clips of every episode, almost every episode. This one will not have a clip because nothing funny has happened yet. No, I'm just joking.
This one will not have a clip because the cat messed with the mixer and our voices probably sound terrible.
But no, I'm trying to make sure that there's plenty of clips going out. Even though a couple episodes ago I said I'd skip a couple, but we're doing them. They're working well. Anyway, the best way to support us is to go share those clips on Instagram at Working Crass Pod and give us a subscription over at or go subscribe to our channel at YouTube at Working Crass Pod.
Do it.
Share it with your friends. Tell people that you work with about it.
Do it.
Cool. This next story is I have 800 tattoos and can't get a job, not even cleaning toilets. And my first thought to this was like he goes to interview for cleaning toilets at some job and they're like, yeah, no, we have really nice toilets. Like you're a little no. We would not allow you around our toilets. Our toilets are the finest toilets. You clean our toilets? I don't think so.
Our toilets clean you.
I wouldn't let you near our toilets, sir.
Maybe it has nothing to do with the tattoos and everything to do with the fact that they were unable to get the toilets clean.
Maybe. Or just like he goes into these job interviews farting just constantly, just loud. Just like, yeah, so my work experience is basically farting. He's like, why doesn't anyone hire me just because I have 800 tattoos? And they're like, that's not it. You fart. And all of your work experience is farting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
He was like, clean the toilets. I thought you wanted me to use the toilet.
A woman. Oh, this is a woman. Oh, I'm sorry.
We misgendered.
We misgendered. Wow, you got to be a pretty disgusting woman for them to be like, you can't clean our toilets. You have to have 800 tattoos and just be a disgusting whore.
Yeah.
Or a slob. Maybe not a whore. Doesn't matter if you're a whore. You could be a whore or not.
The
You can clean. Whores can clean toilets. Whores cannot clean toilets. It can go either way with the whores.
Yeah.
But a slob, a real slob, you don't want them around your toilets.
No.
They'll slobber on them. A woman with 800 tattoos says she's struggling to find gainful employment because bosses cast judgment on her inked-up appearance. Melissa Sloan, 46, who hails from Wales in the United Kingdom, previously had a job cleaning toilets, but says she hasn't been able to find a similar gig because of the art that because of the art that adorns her face and body. I can't get a job, Sloan bluntly told the Daily Star. I applied for a job cleaning toilets where I live, and they won't have me because of my tattoos. I don't believe that. There's got to be something else. I don't believe that just because of your tattoos, they'll let anybody clean the toilets.
No, what you don't know is that all 800 of these tattoos are swastikas.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's 800 swastikas.
Yeah. They're like,
it's a Where's Waldo of swastikas.
Yeah.
Can you find the one swastika that doesn't look like the others?
It's just the N-word tattooed 800 times. They're like, ma'am, we're okay with tattoos. It's just the content of your tattoos is not suitable.
Like, but I can't clean your toilets. It's like, we can't have anyone seeing you. Anyway, people have said I never had a job in my life, but I've had one once and it didn't last long, the mother of two added. If someone offered me a job tomorrow, I would go and work. I would take that offer. Oh my God. Here's a picture of her. Sloane first started getting tattoos around the age of 20 and quickly became hooked. She still gets as many as 3 new inkings each week.
How does she afford that with no job?
Tattoos are expensive.
Maybe at a certain point you get so many and then they just start giving to you for free.
Maybe. Some people have like friends that do it, so they'll practice on people like this, you know.
Now,
some people exist as like a practice board for tattoo artists. Did you know that? Some people, that's their whole existence.
Yeah, I guess.
They never achieved anything in their life other than just being like a practice
canvas,
a practice canvas for tattoo artists.
A drawing pad.
Hey, let me try something. I think it's going to be shitty, but I want to try it out on you first. And they go, okay, I don't give a shit how I look.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Now,
that's my favorite thing is people who get a bunch of tattoos, like a bunch of them, and then you're like, why'd you get this one? And they go, oh, no, I just look cool. Oh, no. I just make big decisions, and I don't really think about.
I just like spending money.
I just like spending money. It look cool.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest reason ever.
Yeah.
Why'd you get that swastika on you? Oh, is that what that is? I just thought it looked cool. It looked like a pinwheel or something. I was like, that's cool. Put that on my face. That looks cool.
Yeah. Now, is just looking at the picture here, is this 800 individual tattoos, or at this point is it just one big one?
This person's
they look like they've all blended together.
No, this person's racist tattoo at this point. I mean, the skin color is tattooing.
Race tattoo.
Tattoo American right here.
Yeah.
Wow, so this is her at 20 when she started with face tattoos. When you start with face tattoos, that's just like...
It's a sign of mental well-being.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just want some flowers on my cheeks and the word dreams above my eyebrows.
I kind of feel like with extreme tattooing like this, I feel sort of similar to how I feel about like people who get addicted to plastic surgery. It's just like at a certain point, you have a problem.
Yeah.
And like... Yeah. Society needs to recognize that you got a problem.
Oh, this is this is an addiction.
Yeah.
This is 100% an addiction.
And like, it seems a bit unethical to keep contributing.
She says, I've got 3 layers on my face. I probably have the most tattoos in the world. And if not, then at the rate I'm going, I probably will have in the end. I keep going over and over them. Well, it looks like she has a bunch of crosses on her forehead that she keeps going over and over with tattoos. And to be honest, after a while of just the straight lines, you're going to end up with swastikas all over your face. I mean... Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I kind of have to agree with the employer here now that I've seen this. Is that like, picture this. Picture this. Mm-hmm. You go to take a tinkle, okay? You got to take a little tinkle. You're in an establishment, maybe a fancy hotel, and you're expecting nice toilets, right? You go and you open the door, and this thing looks back at you in there. It goes...
And then
trying to clean
for a
the
minute,
toilets.
you think you're at a Hertz rental car.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. For a minute, you think you're at the grocery store in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah. Now, why didn't she apply at like a tattoo shop? Surely like a tattoo shop would have her clean their toilets.
Sure, absolutely.
Like,
one would think, but even in a tattoo shop, even in a tattoo shop, even if I decided I was going to go get a tattoo, I need to take a little tinkle. I would have to open the door and be, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was a lizard person in here. I have to leave.
You guys got reptilians crawling around.
I'm so sorry, I didn't realize there was a lizard in here.
Yeah. That's why I think this is bullshit, because I'm pretty sure if she applied at a tattoo shop, they'd hire her.
Oh my God. Sloane has a particular penchant for facial tattoos and has no bare skin left on her visage. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Sloane believes it's her facial tattoos that cause people to make snap judgments about her. Yeah, it's maybe because I can't see. I don't know, man. I mean, look at this. I'm sorry. This person, if you go into a restroom and you see this thing, you're expecting like that thing has drawn a pentagram on the ground and has come out of the hell itself. And goes, I'm here to clean the toilets. I would think that this is death come to claim me. Like, as soon as I open the bathroom stall door, I'm like, oh my God, it's here. This is death.
Well, in this
Just missing the cloak.
In this particular picture, I get like, when like little kids like take markers and color themselves all up or like spill paint all over them.
Yes.
That's kind of what it looks like. It just looks like a dirty child.
Oh my gosh. It's horrifying. It's scary. Because you're just not used to seeing a person who looks like that. I mean, it's ink covering the whole face, but not quite the lips or the eyes.
It would definitely take a minute to adjust.
It looks like someone wearing like a ski mask, but the ski mask is painted on their face.
Yeah. No, again, to me it reads like this. There's some mental instability going on
here. If this person robbed a nail salon, no one would ignore them. They would get up and they would leave. They go, fuck a demon's here. Take all my money. You don't just ignore the robbery when it's being committed by Voldemort. Like, Voldemort just walks in. You go, okay, this is it's just like, it's a, what are those things? It's a Dementor.
Yeah.
This thing is a Dementor cleaning the toilets. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. We just don't want a Dementor cleaning the toilets.
Yeah.
We just don't. Look, you can clean the toilets if you have tattoos. It's not just tattoos. It's only if you suck the joy out of people as soon as you see them. That's
the real problem, is the entire time she was cleaning the toilet, she just kept complaining.
Damn. I mean, she has these crosses up here on her top of her head, on the side of her head. Some of them are turned, some of them are not. These are eventually going to become swastikas, Lauren. I mean, if you just have so many crosses moving at once, they're going to be swastikas, are they not?
Yeah, no.
You're going to have accidental swastikas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It's funny, in one, she's wearing like an ugly Christmas sweater, and it's not even the ugliest thing on her body.
Yeah.
Still, the defiant tattoo lover isn't backing down and is determined to... Is it mean to say that's ugly?
No, I think...
is it ugly or not?
To the eyes
Lauren,
of some...
look at the picture. Hot or not?
Hot.
Answer.
Hot. I do a tongue pass. I do a tongue passing party.
Ugh.
For, yeah.
I don't know.
I say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
She goes, I'd like to be a record holder. It's just something different. I'm trying to get into the Guinness Book of Records for scariest ghoul. I don't know. That's horrifying.
Yeah. Like
scariest person to ever clean a toilet. And the Guinness World Record goes to the scariest toilet cleaner. The spookiest janitor goes to...
Yeah.
I just want to be the spookiest janitor.
She likes to blend in with the dark.
Because she's always cleaning the darkest of dookies. She's like, I just want to look like shit. If I'm going to clean shit all day, I just want to look like a lump of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I blend in with all the poo-poo.
Yeah.
I've cleaned some bad toilets, so I know I got to blend in with the poo-poo. That's step one of cleaning toilets.
I don't know. Part of me is like, I mean, I feel bad that you can't get a job. But the other part of me is like, but you know the reason why, and you continue to repeat the behavior.
This is an addiction.
Yeah, you have a problem.
Yeah, no. This is a problem for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're supposed to be accepting, Lauren. We're supposed to just accept everyone who's tattooed their face over 700 times. You know?
Yeah.
I really want to be very accepting and just say, you live your life. And you know what? I am accepting. I think this person allows to exist. Mm-hmm. But that's it. No, I'm just joking, guys. No. I think that this person should have all the rights that everybody has, but you don't get to complain. You don't get to complain that like people think I look scary. It's like the people that like put like they do body modifications and give themselves like devil horns and like have pieces of their face that are sticking out like a reptile.
Yeah.
And they're like, everyone's scared of me.
I wonder why. I can't figure it out.
I think it might have to do with my...
I did something because I thought it would scare people, and then I'm now confused why they're scared of me.
Why are they scared of me? Anyway.
Yeah.
Wild, wild, wild.
No, it's like I want to do something that I know will have repercussions on like other people's perception of me, but I don't want any accountability.
Yep, absolutely.
For, the part that I played in that.
You want to do something that you know pisses people off, not pisses people off, but freaks people out and makes people uncomfortable.
And then act shocked when it does exactly what you thought it was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you live your life trying to piss off your dad and then the whole world who's kind of like your dad is like pissed off at you, that's why. That's 100% why.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you just if your whole like life goal is how do I piss off my daddy?
Yeah.
Which I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think there's a lot of people. Anyway, you want to wrap it up with this last one here?
all right.
Cool. This one is and you sent me this one, and we haven't read through this one yet.
No, I haven't read through it. Again, most of the time I just see the headline of something and I go, this sounds up our alley.
And this definitely sounds up
Yeah.
our alley. I had a lifetime of trying to fix broken men. Here's how dancing and pasties helped me finally change the pattern.
Hell yeah.
It was a recurring motif in my life where I cast myself as a supporting character in the narratives of creative, charismatic, misunderstood men.
Oh. I'm hoping I can really learn something from this article.
I hope so. This is a picture, and it says, the author in her burlesque persona. So she puts a picture of herself, and she goes, this is my burlesque persona. Man, I'm just saying, when did articles just become Facebook posts that anyone can make? Like, this is just someone's fucking lame-ass Facebook post, is it not?
Yeah. Trying to justify.
Man,
Trying to justify their hobbies.
Anyone could be a journalist. Seriously, you just have to be the most annoying person. You know?
Yeah.
You just have to be like annoying as shit.
Yeah.
You have to have 700 to 800 tattoos on your face.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
Why doesn't that person apply for a journalism job?
Journalism
they could be a journalist.
Yeah. Journalism has anybody who's not allowed to clean toilets. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean,
journalism is made of mostly people who should be nowhere near cleaning our toilets.
Right. And I mean, the tattoos make them perfect for like stealth reporting missions. They could sneak in and out of places.
I meant to tell you, and I'll tell you on the podcast because it's funny. A couple episodes ago we had Paul on and we talked about McDonald's and like how the guy who ate half of his amount of McDonald's every single day for several days, and he lost a bunch of weight, and it was like this magical physical like
it was bullshit.
It was no, it was real, Lauren.
It was bullshit. Yeah.
So yesterday I went on a walk and I stopped at McDonald's and I had half of what I normally eat. And I felt great.
Yeah.
I felt healthier. I feel healthier than ever today.
Yeah.
I didn't wake up with a headache at all today. I woke up feeling healthy, happy, skinny. I felt like, wow, I could take on the world all because of that half serving of McDonald's.
Well, now I know.
I usually get 20 chicken nuggets. I only got 10 this time.
Well, now I know that when you tell me I'm going on a walk, that's code for I'm going to McDonald's.
It never has been before, but last night it 100%. And it wasn't code. I did go on a long walk, and on my way back, I walked by McDonald's, and I said, I think I'm going to have some of that McDonald's.
Give me some of that.
Give me that. I want that.
I'm going to eat the whole thing.
I'm going to eat half what I usually eat. And I walked out of there going, oh, I feel great.
Yeah.
No, Lauren, I felt like $1 million. I felt like I went to the gym instead of a McDonald's. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
No. But it really works.
Yeah.
Had all the energy in the world. Did I sleep in at all this morning, or did I get up bright and early? Did I have a headache this morning, or did I feel clear and ready to go? You tell me. You tell me if it worked.
I mean, I was wondering why you woke up in a pool of fry grease.
It's because I'm feeling strong and I'm feeling fit and I'm feeling ready to go. I only wake up in fry grease when I feel like I'm ready to take on the world.
Like, I went in to give you a hug, and I was like, damn, you smell like triglycerides. And now it makes sense.
Anyway.
Now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense why I'm so skinny, why I have abs this morning.
Yeah, it's the extra beef tallow in your diet.
Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. I read the title of this story, then we got really far away from it. But the woman says, I had a lifetime of trying to fix broken men. Here's how dancing and pasties helped me finally change the pattern. On Christmas Eve in 2012, amid the this is like every Facebook type of article, every one of these articles that gets written by a journalist is just talking about themselves. They're like, so I was born in this, like it always starts a long time ago.
Well, like you said, this is just an extended Facebook post. This boils down to, I got dumped, I started doing burlesque dancing, and I don't care what you guys think, it's cool.
It's never been cool. I hate burlesque dancing. And I think I understand, man, they really have every car and train and plane out today.
They're coming to get us.
That's the fucking chopper out there trying to get these gangs under control.
Yeah, they think they can control us.
No, I don't think so.
They think they can control the Working Crass podcast? Hell no.
Hell no, absolutely not. No, I hate burlesque. And I get that comedy started in like the burlesque world, and like comedy and burlesque have always kind of been tied together.
Well, it's like, yes, it has a long history of being, in vaudevillian theaters.
Yes, correct. But today, there's a whole bunch of comedy shows, specifically sketch and improv. Not a lot of stand-up, although it exists. There's stand-up shows with burlesque as well. But man, that whole sketch and improv world is like every show has like a burlesque act or two. It's constant. It's too much. It's way too much. And every theater has like a burlesque act. And I've never gotten it. I never understood.
Yeah.
And once it starts, man, it's the sounds of Chicago.
Like, how dare you make fun of burlesque? The fine art of burlesque.
He said he doesn't like burlesque. Woo! Let's get him.
Lock him up.
I've never understood it. I always felt uncomfortable, because it's usually every time I've seen burlesque happen.
Well,
here
as a
in
man,
Chicago,
you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Exactly.
Because if you look too into it, they're going to be pissed off and think you're sexist. But then if you're not into it, they're also going to be pissed off and think you're sexist.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You can't
I can't
win.
be like, what? Here's my reaction every single time I've seen it at a comedy show. What is this, and why are we doing this? Why is this happening?
That's my reaction too.
You know what happens?
I just haven't. I've never been wowed by it.
Never. I've never been wowed about it. There's nothing impressive about it. There's nothing impressive about it.
Maybe
there's literally nothing impressive about it.
Well,
the women who are doing it now at these comedy shows are not physically fit. They're not like this, like vaudevillian. What is this called? Burlesque. Wasn't burlesque supposed to didn't it start as like a sexual thing? Isn't it
it's
sexual?
Like, it's like the art of striptease.
It's like soft stripping.
It's the art of striptease.
Striptease.
Yeah.
Enticing men and
they may do some jokes here and there, but the whole thing is
it's gay. And so and then we go to like a show or whatever. It's happening in a show. That person who's kind of stripping off their clothes, they're morbidly obese every time. It's just like it's here's what burlesque is currently in its current form is morbidly obese women getting up on stage and pretending that they're the hot sexy women, and all of their friends are in the audience and they go, woo, yeah, they whistle, they go, ooh, sexy, yeah, and none of it is, and the rest of us in the audience sit there and go, well, I guess I'll wait for this to be over. I guess we'll just sit around and wait for this to be over.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, you could say.
Well, I'm always just waiting for them to do acrobatic tricks or sing really good.
No, it's
or
just throwing
tell
their top
amazing
off.
jokes. But it's always just kind of
Yeah.
I haven't been wowed. I just haven't seen anything that I feel like is worth money spent on a ticket.
Because there's nothing wowing about it. It's literally treat me like I'm doing something amazing, even though I'm not.
But there might be.
Is it not? Is that not what it is?
At least
Treat me like I'm doing something incredible, and all of their friends are there to pretend like they are. It's a delusion that everyone is participating in.
Yes, and I would say most of what we've seen of burlesque has been that, but maybe there is some out there.
Maybe there's like great burlesque shows
hidden
somewhere.
out there. There's like amazing burlesque that is all of like the really cool things.
No, there's one going on in Chicago that is a Star Wars burlesque show. It keeps getting advertised to me constantly.
Yeah.
It's just like Star Wars. They dress like Star Wars characters, but they're sexy Star Wars characters.
But
they
they're
take
all
their clothes
Wookiees.
off. No, I mean, yeah, deep down. Yeah. There's probably like 8 Jabba the Hutts, if you know what I mean. But it's like, that's weird. Why was Jabba the Hutt in this one 8 times? They get on stage with like, I want to do a dance for you. And everyone goes, ooh, so sexy. You go, girl. I can't do the voice that well, but yeah, it is weird. It is like a weird, at least the ones that we've seen, and we've seen a lot. Like, unfortunately, I've seen this happen a lot. A lot of, because we've been to a lot of comedy shows, and we were trying to do improv and sketch, and that's where this stuff happens a lot. But there's just so many. I mean, it's burlesque show after burlesque show after burlesque show. They're popular, but it's all the same kind of woman, the same kind of. They're fans of SNL, you know. They're the type of women that you see standing outside 30 Rock for SNL tickets before the show, which is just going to be like annoying women.
Yeah.
They're women that have Harry Potter tattoos, like have like a Deathly Hallows tattoo, but have since tried to get it removed because they hate J.K. Rowling.
And they look like the person from the photographs we looked at earlier.
Oh, yeah. They have tattoos.
Well, that's what they've done with their Harry Potter tattoos.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, that's the crowd for burlesque. And I don't understand burlesque. I don't understand the appeal of it. I wish we could stop doing it at these comedy shows because it's awkward and weird. I'll never book a show that has a burlesque act in it. And we are producing some new shows coming up. I don't know if I'll advertise them on our show or not, but we're producing some comedy shows. And if anyone asks like, hey, I do burlesque, would you guys ever consider, you're a variety show, you have a variety of things, would you ever consider doing a burlesque act? I will say, fuck no. And I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll speak their language. I'll go, "Fo-la-la-la-la, mo-la-la-la-la." Which means no.
Yeah.
I'll go, burger time.
What if they do like, I don't know, like some amazing trick?
If they shoot ping pong balls out of their pussy, they're in. If they shoot ping pong balls out of their ass, they're in. But these are more like parlor tricks. These aren't really like burlesque tricks. I mean, what would you consider a trick that they would do? For me, it's shooting things out of your genitals, and that's it. If you can shoot something out, you're in.
Oh, my God.
There's nothing really else impressive you could do other than showing your body. And I don't really want to strip act at a comedy show. Like, it's uncomfortable. And you're right about, like, as a man, like, I can't cheer it on, but I also can't boo it. Like, I just have to kind of sit there and let it happen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can have no agency in the situation.
Because they don't want a man in the audience going, woo, you're so hot. It would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's for all of their friends. But their friends don't think they're hot. Their friends don't want to fuck their friend. They're not there. They don't think it's sexy. They're just saying it is because, yeah, we want you to feel good about yourself. This is what supporting is. Supporting is just lying to your face and making you feel like you're pretty even though you're not.
Yeah.
That's what supporting someone is.
Yeah.
Supporting your friend is lying to them.
Yeah.
That's the best way to support your friend. Lie to them, and especially find out what your friend's flaws are, and then lie to them about those flaws.
Tell them the 802nd tattoo is really...
It's actually
it's
a really good idea.
It's a good idea. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Don't ever stop.
Yep.
Yeah, tell them that. It's good.
That's how you support your friends nowadays. Find their flaw, lie to them and tell them that flaw is great, and boom, you got yourself a supportive friend.
Yeah.
I personally think a good friend tells you the truth about your flaws and sometimes makes you feel a little bad about yourself. And for me, I'm the type of friend that wants every friend to feel bad about themselves always.
You're kind of like the Hertz rental car of friends.
I do like chaos. And I am an agent of chaos, I will admit. Anyway, okay, let's get back to this burlesque woman.
I say let's not.
You want to? You know what? I hate burlesque dancers so much. I wouldn't mind just letting her story go out into the ether.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind not giving her the opportunity to
Yeah.
have a story here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Should I scroll through just to make sure there's nothing?
Nah. I say don't even scroll. It's not even worth a good scroll.
What the fuck? Oh, they're talking about. Okay. Well, yeah, no, this is a horrible story.
Yeah.
And we should never ever talk about burlesque again on this podcast.
Maybe.
No, I can't promise that. If we get a good story about a burlesque dancer, we're gonna read it,
Yeah.
but not this one.
Yeah.
Fuck her past boyfriends. Well, what'd you learn today?
I learned that maybe if you get 800 tattoos, that you should try dancing around in pasties, and you might land that job that you've always dreamed of.
Yeah,
That's what I learned.
yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I think burlesque dancers they get more jobs than they should. I'll tell you that right now. I think they should be the ones that aren't allowed to clean toilets. Like, because they've done such an affront to art itself. They've committed such an act against art. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you agreeing to?
The affront to art.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be honest, this entire episode, I've had a really, difficult time focusing. Like, my ADHD
Yeah.
just...
Because there's sounds everywhere.
Every single sound I'm
That's why I took
distracted
my
by.
headphones off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening to our worst fucking episode ever. No, I'm just joking. It really is not our worst episode because I'm putting this one out. Our worst ones, we get rid of them. We delete them immediately. We've had way worse than this. As Lauren would say, we've had way worse than this. As she said at one of our shows, one of me and Byron's shows recently, and we get out, we're feeling great about the show. We're like, this was a good show. And she's like, you've had better, and you've had way worse. I'm like, neither of those makes me feel good. Those both make me feel bad.
And I go, that's why I'm a loving wife.
All right.
I tell you how it is.
Well, if you're listening, if you're one of our loyal Crass wipes, thanks for making it to the end of this one. We promise not to do them on the balcony anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the setting of the balcony. It's just I don't know what the sound in
I
the
might be
background is like.
squinting the entire time because
Yeah.
I was having a little trouble seeing the screen because the glare of the sun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so I just found myself squinting and then kept doing it.
Well, maybe we'll move back to the couch. Sorry, I just thought a nice weather. It might. I didn't really think about the fact that my wife has ADHD, so.
I don't. I'm self-diagnosed. I'm just easily distracted. That's all.
Yeah. I just thought, the nice weather, we could sit out here, have a nice conversation like we would without the microphones, but I forgot my wife is a crazy person.
Yeah.
Forgot my wife is a burlesque dancer.
Yeah.
Forgot my wife works at Hertz Rental Car. I forgot my wife has 700 to 800 tattoos.
Yeah.
All right, that's every callback. All right. Today I learned that just for once in my life, I would like to be a part of a 7-man kiss train. I mean, maybe if I'm like the caboose, I get the last kiss. That's okay. Or maybe I'm the one getting kissed 7 times.
Maybe you're the conductor.
Maybe I'm the conductor. Choo choo. I would be the conductor. I go, come on, men, let's get in here. I'd be the one hooking the train together,
Yeah.
building the tracks. Let's go kiss that man. Oh,
Be
my
shoveling
God.
the coal into the engine.
I don't know what that horrible sound was. Anyway, Well, thanks for listening, folks. Big things coming in the future. Keep listening. Subscribe on our YouTube. Go follow us on Instagram @WorkingCrassPod. Thank you very much, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
1,